Hello and welcome back. Now, full disclosure, this video was originally going to be something completely different, as I was going to make a challenge video, but suffice to say, it kind of crashed and burned. So while I recycle that idea for next year, today I'm going to give myself a little Christmas treat to myself, as we're going to be doing a reaction video, but not to anything martial arts related. Yesterday I watched the 50th anniversary special of Doctor Who again, as this year was of course the 60th anniversary, and well...
You're assuming he as a pronoun?
Yes, we know. We know everything. Thanks. And you know nothing? It's a shame you're not a woman anymore. Because she'd have understood.
It has been 10 years since the 50th after all. Boy, those were the days. But you know, watching it again yesterday really caused me to have a good think about, well, the past 10 years, I suppose, and how we're going to be moving forwards. And if you want to link it back to martial arts, the Doctor is of course an expert in Venusian Aikido, so... But a scene I really wanted to highlight, and a scene I really wanted to react to, was when the three Doctors actually saved Gallifrey. Because bearing in mind, up to this point in the new era of the show, the New Who era if you will, the Doctor has been under the impression that he was the one that destroyed his home planet.
There isn't anything we can do. Right? There isn't another way, there never was.
That in the process of ending the Time War, he was the one that ended his species. But behind the scenes, Stephen Moffat, the head writer of the show at the time, considered that that's not what the Doctor would do. Certainly the Doctor has been in tough scrapes and has had to make difficult decisions, but if it's a choice between genocide and something completely different, the Doctor would never push that sort of button. The Doctor is not that sort of person. He would find a better way.
Then what do I do?
What you've always done. Be a doctor.
I changed my mind.
And in this case, he does. He saves Gallifrey.
This time there's three of us.
It's got to be said also that while David Tennant was present for both anniversary specials, why do I get the feeling that he was trying harder for the 50th?
It's a shame you're not a woman anymore. Because she'd have understood.
David, I know you're a great actor and you played the Doctor real well, but I mean, for some reason I couldn't feel... For some reason when people kept saying for this anniversary year that Tennant was back and was really putting in his all, I couldn't see it, personally. There's that energy which seems lost.
Oh, I'm getting that too. That is brilliant. I've been thinking about it for centuries.
Perhaps it's from all those times he had to get an emotional pep talk from Donna Noble, an apparent now expert in emotional talking. Apparently it took only one regeneration of an extra X chromosome in order for the Doctor to need emotional support and Haagen-Dazs every 5 minutes.
It's a shame you're not a woman anymore. Because she'd have understood.
But on to the actual scene where the three Doctors, well not just him but every single Doctor, every regeneration, flies in their TARDISes to save Gallifrey.
Morning the War Council of Gallifrey. This is the Doctor.
You might say, I've been doing this all my lives.
And imagine, you have to imagine this scene from the Daleks' perspective, that suddenly like, oh, we're just, hold on, I need to do it in the Dalek voice.
No, you don't.
You could just imagine them you could just imagine the panic. One Doctor is emergency level threat, what about all 13?
All 13.
The sight of the eyebrows was enough to cause immediate self-extermination. But this scene exemplifies what the Doctor is about. Hope.
You know the sound the TARDIS makes? That wheezing, groaning. That sound brings hope wherever it goes. To anyone who hears it, Doctor. Anyone. However lost. Even you.
And I believe that is true as well, not just in the world of Doctor Who, but in our world as well. That's what the Doctor represents. Even in the darkest times, when all seems lost, there is always hope. There is always a way to make things right, to make things better. One life at a time, 1 second at a time.
Without hope, without witness, without reward.
And in this case, it's enough to save a world. And in this case, it was enough to undo a wrong 400 years in the making. See, that's what I think has been lost over the years of Doctor Who since this date. Oh, certainly, Peter Capaldi is underrated and he has some brilliant stories. And he certainly exemplified this as well. But Jodie Whittaker's era, I mean, it's been lambasted so often, what else do I need to say? I will say, she probably will be treated in years to come the same way as Colin Baker's era. She'll probably get better treatment with other writers, and chances are she'll be looked back on and become more beloved as time goes on. But as we're entering this new era, I don't know. For some reason I feel as though a new Wilderness Years is on the horizon. It's funny, watching this special, I couldn't help but feel a renewed sense of continuance, of the adventure going on. I was excited to see what would happen next.
Now you must excuse me. Oh, you have a lot to do.
It's taken me so many years, so many lifetimes, but at last I know where I'm going. Where I've always been going. Home. The long way round.
Gallifrey is back in the sky. The Doctor's greatest failure has been undone. More adventures are on the way. And look where we are 10 years later, with the Doctor splicing like an amoeba. So I presume So of course we'll see more of Ncuti Gatwa and see more of what he has to offer, and I really do hope that he does well as the character. I haven't seen him in anything, so I can't say for certain. But returning back to this special in and of itself, this original idea of the Doctor always finding a better way. How does this relate to us? Why am I talking about it? Well, for one thing, because of the renewed sense of hope. We all need hope every now and again, most especially at a time such as this when frankly, not everything is as it should be. Times some days feel bleaker than others. But there is one thing that we can keep having. Hope. Belief that things will be better. We all have the ability within ourselves to be better. We all have the ability to do good. One action at a time. One random act of kindness at a time. We don't just sit and wallow and believe that, oh, well, I can't change it, I can't do anything, I might as well just sit here and watch as everything burns around me. No. No. Relates to martial arts as well. Oh, sure, we can learn how to beat people up, we can learn how to decimate people, we can learn how to destroy. But what does that prove? Oh, sure, you can beat a man to a pulp. What does that do, though? Strokes your pride. Congratulations, you beat someone up, aren't you clever? No. The true course is not to destroy, but to make things better. One step at a time. Not just in martial arts, not just at work, not just in a hobby, but in life. By doing something, by opening a door for someone, for offering someone a helpful hand, for being willing to take some time out of your day to make someone else's life better. That is what we're meant to do. In some ways, that is what it means to be the Doctor. Not just the time and space and the travelling, but making things better. Perhaps it's time that we did that too.
Then what do I do?
What you've always done. Be a doctor.
As with that, 2023 is drawn to a close. Join me next time when we are fully integrated into 2024 and see what new adventures await us. But until then, thank you all for watching, and until next time, peace be with you.